Hey there, and Merry Christmas! It's Tuesday, December 24th. The time right now is 1:30 p.m., and I am standing in front of Cadillac Fairview Sherway Gardens. Or as I always called it growing up, Sherway Mall. And I'm just making my way over to Niagara. And I'll be picking up my mom and heading over to Fort Erie, where my brother lives, to spend Christmas Eve. I made a pit stop here on the way. So in case you haven't figured it out, we'll be doing a walk through Sherway Mall. It's been a while since I've been here. There's Joey Sherway. That's the Highway 427 just off in the distance. And the Queensway on the north side of the mall. This is a mall much like Yorkdale that's gone a bit higher end over the years. It's even got a Tesla dealership and mall valet parking. And we'll be entering entrance number 3 here. Let's see if I can cover most of the mall. It shouldn't take very long to get around. It used to be a simple figure 8, but I think they've added a loop to it. There's over 200 shops and services in the mall. And it's definitely one of the major malls in Toronto. So let's see if we can circle around and finish back where I am now without backtracking too much. There's a Pottery Barn and Apple Store. Aloe. Let's see if we can get a look at one of the mall directories at some point. Someone was using that one. We are near the border of Mississauga. When I grew up in Mississauga, and this was a mall I'd come to quite often, I certainly came here more than the Eaton Centre or even Yorkdale. Banana Republic, Lululemon.
If they don't like it, they can return it.
This is the main courtyard area. It's a little disappointing in terms of the Christmas cheer here. And straight ahead, that used to be the food court on the second floor. Admire from afar. So I think everywhere or every hallway in the mall converges here. Gourmet fare, that would be the food court, I believe. I think the last few years I did Square One Mall in Mississauga on Christmas Eve. This mall is operated by Cadillac Fairview, the same people behind the Eaton Centre. Yorkdale and Square One are operated by Oxford. I don't know who's behind Scarborough Town Centre. But with the closure of the Scarborough RT, that mall is a little bit less accessible. And this part of the mall wasn't here when I was growing up. Canada Goose, which is a very fancy store. Well, it ought to be given what they charge. It's called Monaco. Hey, there's a Cybertruck in there. I got a close look at one of those during the auto show.
Customer service.
There was a period where they were only available in the States, and once they were available up here, they've been appearing everywhere. This mall opened back in 2017. It's undergone a series of extensive renovations. I think it's a little under 12 million square feet in total. And this is the third different location of the food court that I can remember. We'll just pop up and take a quick look. Teriyaki experience. Teriyaki and sushi. Bourbon Street Grill. Chipotle, Big Smoke Burger, Pico Pizza Bar. There's a Timmy's way over there. I'm more curious about the view out the window straight ahead. And there's a Red Lobster. That used to be Sherway Theaters across the street. But what an extremely nice food court this is. And it's mostly a one-floor mall. You can access things like Sporting Life from this floor, as well as H&M and Indigo Books. But we're gonna head down and carry on that way. Hey, there's a Samsung store here. Their big flagship store at the Eaton Center closed down a few years ago. And unfortunately, it's turned into a bank of all things.
That one?
Mary Rosen. It's an expensive men's clothing shop. There's a Cactus Club over there. Big Sporting Life, they've got a big store on Yonge Street. Can't even remember the last time I stepped foot in a Gap.
Essentially giving you this.
Hudson's Bay, straight ahead, one of the original anchors. It's a big Canadian department store. Let's see, let's make a decision. Where are we going here? Right, I think we want to go this way. So New Balance. Christmas market. It's got to be like a pop-up store. Let's see where Santa is hiding out. Craft menu. Some Abercrombie. There's someone using that directory. Before you go home, is it going to give us a big overview? No. Center map. Oh, there's people waiting. I'm not doing anything that important. I'll let them access the map. Vans. TV showcase.
So the other line is also like I'm not deaf, but these are
I've normally got a good sense of direction, but I'm already spun around. Claire's have been in shopping malls for as long as I can remember in the GTA. And we've seen Aloe, Lululemon, and Athleta. Trifecta, that kind of store. There's a Sephora.
跟咱俩一起去。
That's like I could always have. All right, if I go right here, I think that'll lead us back around to where I started. But I think I missed a little stretch just up here on the left. Yeah, we didn't check out this way. I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit, but no to 50. That's neat. Hey, there's a police officer standing there. Avita. Wonder if he's employed by Tiffany or the mall. She was looking at the framers. All right, so I think we've already come by this way. Yeah, there's the H&M. We went that way. So I'm gonna head back to the center court. And we'll go around the final loop. Aldo used to have a whole bunch of sister stores. And it was not uncommon in malls to have multiple Aldos. I think one store was called Transit. There's another store that started with P. Paris something?
Customer service people.
All right, so if I know what I'm doing, this will cover the rest of the mall here. You can check this area out. There used to be a food court up here on the second level, and there was an arcade at the end, and that was the first place where I tried VR. I played Dactyl Nightmare way back in the early 90s. And I think there used to be a Breton's department store here. At one point there was a sporting themed department store, and hey look, the Ontario Science Centre experiences. It's always good to get a little Ontario government corruption in on a Christmas Eve shopping mall walk, but long story short, the government closed down the iconic Science Center at Don Mills in Eglinton, saying it was too expensive to repair, but architects and engineers called bullshit on that. They really just wanted the land, and now they're building a much smaller Science Center in Ontario Place, which is a significantly worse location, and it's going to cost a lot more than repairing the roof would have been, and they've got all these small little exhibits up dotted around the city in the meantime. The whole situation is absolutely absurd. And there's hundreds of other buildings owned by the government in similar condition to the Science Center, but they're not being shut down. That land will absolutely be sold off to one of his friends as a IOU for the Greenbelt scandal and turned into condos.
I'm not sure.
It's just a situation where the people lose, but his developer friends and himself, I'm sure, win. That's the name of the game with that guy. Anyways, we got to see one of their pathetic little Science Center pop-ups. We've got an Italy, Lego, Pandora, Saks Fifth Avenue this way.
It does. No, we have more time to remember we said
Ew.
Lush. Uniqlo. There's a store I first started going to when I lived in Seoul. It wasn't even in Canada at the time. It really expanded globally. Bath and Body Works. Lego store. Mrs. Fields. I like the design of these benches. And I like that there seems to be ample seating. There's an Italy. There's an Italy moving into the Eaton Center. Oh, I think I see Santa up ahead. Saks Fifth Avenue. Friendly dude, as you would expect from a representative of the North Pole. Conspiracy. Comics, games, and anime. There's the place I checked out. I was looking for a new winter coat. Arc'teryx. I ended up getting this one, which I quite like, but you've got a lot of really good outdoor stuff. We've done it. I think we've covered well over 90% of the mall. There's a Toys R Us in the parking lot on the south side. Let's just go back to the center area.
Oh?
There you go, a Christmas Eve. Do you call it Christmas Eve when it's still the afternoon? Oh well, I hope you enjoyed this tour of Cadillac Fairview Sherway Gardens, aka Sherway Mall. And I hope you had or are having a wonderful holidays and Christmas. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account, which I have not been updating lately, at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way, as we admire from afar. Yeah, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.